Welcome, Rabid will be with you shortly. Today's live stream is based on an AMA where you ask them questions. And remember, anything discussed is not financial advice.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here. How's everyone doing? What are you guys all up to? Check this out. Bitcoin is at $94,000. Did you guys catch this pump over the past 24 hours? That is insane. If you live in Canada, we're at 94. Let's go to USD here. We're still sitting at about 68.8. Did anybody's eyes open up for a second? Anybody? Come on. Did anybody's eyes open up? Okay. No one cares. No one cares. That was insane. Canada is pumping Bitcoin. Yeah, we're almost at $100,000 Bitcoin here in Canada. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's the troll. I just looked. Why Canada pay so much for Bitcoin? Because the Canadian dollar isn't worth anything. Why? Well, so my money sucks. But, it's good for crypto because, I do everything calculations in USD. But in theory, say I'm making $20 a day on, something. I'm actually making like 30, 32 or something. So, it's a lot more actually than that. But, it's pretty sweet. I am not amused, Panda. I am not amused. Come on, come on. This is yours. We're almost at 100K Bitcoin in Canada here. You should be all grateful for this, Panda. You know it. You know it. We're buying a lot more than people in the States because our money sucks. Oh, crazy, crazy. Let's do a quick roll call. See what we got in the house here. We do have, scrolling up, Jock McBiter UK, Alvadas Jokabakis. What's happening? Savage White Zero. Oh. Budweiser. And I see you over there, Scafer, on the Twitch there, and I also see Mr. Fudweiser 1, so we got to do it again. Fudweiser 1. Yeah, we had to nail it twice, and there's nobody hanging out on the Kickstarter. That's a dead platform or something. What's going on with that? Wasn't there like major hype around it? I was a paid content creators more than anybody else, but then we found out that everyone that was saying they were getting paid so much actually lied, and they really weren't. And then I guess nobody uses it really. Anyway, we're still trying, see what happens over there, but so far 0. What do we got here? Ogre FGTOW, what's happening? Whoop, what's happening? Gregory, what is that? Rudy Dupichanel, what's happening? Zip Pirate, scrolling down, what do we got? We got Mark Gurr, Bondo, what's happening over there? Jolante, we got Rudy, again, you got Ninja Kid, Alvadas Jokabagas, what's happening? Ace K, Tech Bandit, Crypto Baltus, Ron MVC, scroll. Oh, it just jumped on me. GSKT Blue, what's happening? Yusuf Putz, what's going down? T Colon Gig, what's happening? Son of a Rabid Panda is here. Hey, Panda. He's here. Son of a Rabid Panda has entered the live chat. We got, what is that? Bazingi X or something? Damn Oilers. Yeah, damn those Oilers. I was hoping for a Dallas sweep. That was a failure. They lost. Hopefully they take the next 2 at home, go back to Dallas, turn into a 5-game series, win 4-1. That'd be pretty sweet. I see Bazena_X. Welcome to the Alpha Pack. Rocking in here. Well, is it even better? What is that? Well, is it even better in Japan? Bitcoin is at 10.8 million. Well, look at that, guys. Move to Japan. You'd be a billionaire in Bitcoin. 10 point. Is that what do they use? Are the yen or is that China? I'm not really sure. I watched Red Panda stream earlier too. Right on. Rug pull. What's a rug pull? CSS coin. Rug pull. I don't even know what is CSS coin. Let's have a quick look. Everyone, get ready. Put on your sunglasses. Get ready to be flashbanged in 3, 2, 1. White screen. I warned you. I gave you warning that time. Usually I don't, but there it is. Okay, CSS. Oh, consensus coin. I never mind this one. That's interesting. Consensus coin, CSS. What? I don't even see a price. How is it rug pulling? Where's it listed? I don't see it listed anywhere according to this. There's probably a listing somewhere. Well, usually when they start giving away coins, that's usually I guess could be a bad sign. I don't know. But I don't see it listed anywhere. I see the hash rate dropping off. Maybe people are giving up. It is on Carlson hash. That's the same as Pug. Where's that Pug Pug Dag. Yeah, this one right here. So yeah, this is Carlson hash as well. You know those P2 coal engines? Panda, you still got that coal engine over there? You're probably rocking these out with that, aren't you? Those coal engines are probably just scooping up the Carlson hash coins like Pug right here and other ones. Obviously, it's not early anymore. The hash rate has spiked on this coin, and the profits aren't looking as good. Same with looks like a quick pump and then out of here type of situation. Meanwhile, the hash rate continues to grow, but yeah. Well, what's that other one I want to take a look at here? Actually, Rogu coin. You guys know Rogu? NeoScript. Hash rate's falling off like crazy. I'm gonna be very wary. I never looked into this coin. I know there's a lot of talk about this coin right now. I just want to give an urgent warning. This is, if you guys saw my video on how to stay profitable, look for coins, the pumps and dumps, when to make your money, this to me is looking like one of those GR forks, which is what we do. So what we do is we find out about the coin really early, we mine the crap out of it, and if they have nodes online, you mine until nodes go online, and then in theory, because everyone wants to get a node because that ROI is so fast when there's hardly any nodes online, becomes a buying frenzy, and then the price starts to spike. I'm not really seeing massive price spikes right now. It is almost at $1. I don't know what it opened at or anything, and it's only paying $3,000 a day to miner. So it's not, it can hardly support any hash rate at all. But the point is, if a buying frenzy happens and as more nodes go online, eventually those nodes will no longer be as profitable as they once were. And then all of a sudden people start selling, and then the coin never recovers. So if you have a bunch of coins and it's starting to hit that frenzy, you may want to sell. Not financial advice, but eventually a lot of these coins end up dying after, a couple weeks to a month after nodes actually go active. And I do believe this does have nodes. So I would be very careful with that coin right there, because I don't know how long it'll last. Maybe they're doing something next gen and awesome, but I'm not sure. You have the coal engine on Nice Havoc. On Nice, did they fix that? Did they fix Nice Hash for it now? Because I remember it never used to work. And then I did some tests for them for a couple hours, mining and, donating my power to them so that they could try and tweak out for it. But then they never got back to me. So they actually got it working now. So maybe Nice Hash is working with that. I was not aware. Interesting. What do we got here? They don't have listings. I thought CSS and JS are an HTML thing. What the heck? I don't know. Pug is some Kaspa fork that is a meme coin. So it's a meme coin Kaspa fork, and that's all Pug is. It was actually, I think, the top coin for a while. Let's just go in the GPUs here. Oh, it is right now still. 74 cents. So it is still, I guess, the top coin to have on a GPU right now, minus Zealous, because Zealous is not listed here. And speaking of that, I probably should have been solo mining the past couple days, because I would have ended up with more Zealous. In theory, we never know when it comes to solo mining. Can we see? Yeah, that's about as big as I can get there. So right now, I'm averaging about, 1 Zealous per day payments. We can see here. It looks like I skipped yesterday, so that didn't work out in my favor for 1 a day. So this probably happened just after midnight. But regardless, it's about 1 Zealous a day, which is around $19.50, $19.41. Based on that, I'm using about almost $7 in power. So it is profitable for my GPU farm. But if I go actually into my blocks, you can see I hit one 8 hours ago. I hit one day ago. I hit one 2 days ago. And each one is worth 1.3. So in the past, I guess 3 days, I would have ended up with like almost 4 Zealous coins instead of only 3. So I would have got a full extra coin, which been a full extra $18 to $20 depending on the price. So then again, if I ever move to solo and then I'll try those stats out, I won't even hit a block at all. So that's the tricky, funny thing when it comes to solo mining is then you move to solo because you think it might look good, and then it ends up really ripping you off, and then you don't get nothing. $20 a day Carlson hash on night. Not bad actually. I think should be getting more than that, shouldn't it? Shouldn't that be getting more? Let's go. What did they got for FPGAs in here? Super scale. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I guess that's better because this is saying the K10 is getting $8.68 on Pug. But then again, I guess if you would have got in Pug early when it first came out and no one really knew about it, you probably could have been around $50 a day. But now the hash rate just went through the roof. That's the craziness about spec mining. It's gambling. Are you guys a gambler? Either you catch a coin early and it does nothing and you failed, or it does something decent and then you make a lot of money. But most of the time, the making a lot of money part is very rare that happens. So most of the time we lose. So, do you take your profits? Do you try to gambling, or you just go to where it's steady? You tried solo mining Zealous. It was bad for me. It was bad for you, really, with your thousands of GPUs? That sucks, though. It's all based on luck, though. Just because you have a massive amount of GPUs, I know we all think about it. Oh, look at that massive farm. He's solo mining. Look at the blocks he's hitting. But at the same time, even though it looks like, just imagine the size of his farm. He might have to hit twice as many blocks to actually be worth his while, depending on his power costs. Obviously, people with massive farms like this, they do tend to have cheaper power than a lot of us dream about. But, there's a lot more things considered. We always like to look at things and be like, hey, you know what? Awesome. This guy's making a lot. This is sweet. I wish I had a farm like that. But then you probably don't want to see their power bill, because who knows? They might be breaking even. They might not be doing good enough as we all think. But, power price and stuff is crazy. You saw on the Zethron Discord some rumbling of FPG. Yeah, I'm kind of doing that. I guess I'm not really supposed to talk about stuff like that as close source, but there's been some rumblings about the old Zealous FPGA thing going on for quite some time, but we don't know. Who knows what's actually happening there? I don't know what's going on with Zealous. They're still looking into forking the algorithm to, drop the GPUs, like a nerf, not drop them completely, and bring back the CPUs. So it's pretty close as a ratio. Whether that's actually going to happen is up in the air still. We don't know if this is going to be a thing or not. But the dev definitely hates FPGAs and he hates ASICs. So if there is any word of any of those things actually going online, which is why this is kind of a big secret, is he's going to fork pretty darn quick after that, as long as if he gets some legit evidence there. But for now, we were kind of up in the air, and he's still looking into the algorithm on doing this swap, because they did do a vote there, and the majority did want to bring it back to a CPU GPU type of level again. But we just have to wait and see what happens. 4090s suck on Zealous. What? 4090s are beast mode on Zealous. Last I checked, anyway. Meme coins and NFTs pumping. Who is buy proof of work coins? Is there any hope? What do we got here? Bugna_X. Thank you for the US $20. That's more money than I made last entire month live streaming. So thank you very much for more beer. Awesome. Much appreciated. 100%. Hash rate is massive, apparently. On an FPGA, the hash rate is massive? Probably. I don't know. Look at the leaps and bounds the GPUs have been getting since Regal Miner introduced it. We had the first best miner come in from, I believe it was Allfather, and then someone else tweaked it out, and then all of a sudden, we had TNN come in, and then Regal Miner, and Regal Miner just blew everybody away at that point. And then he had 2 or 3 updates pretty close together, which improved 20 to 30% each time as well. So, big boosts are coming there. So we can only imagine how much an FPGA is really, boosting up above that. It's going to be crazy. They're going to be crazy. And I did get, is that screenshot here? I don't even know if I still, oh no, I reinstalled Windows, so I don't have it, I don't think. I did have a screenshot though. I was talking to someone with, what's it called? For K10, the super scalers, and they confirmed and denied, they semi-confirmed that Superscaler is working on a Zealous bitstream as well. I actually put that in that video about, Zealous changing its algorithm here soon. But right after I said, okay, can I use this in a video, they kind of stopped talking to me and kind of said, well, I don't know for sure if it's that. So they kind of backtracked there. But I did have a screenshot that said, yes, they're working on the new coin Zealous for a bitstream. So I'm going with that, saying Superscaler is looking on this coin as well. Hash rate is massive. What do we got here? Why are 96 watching but only 8 likes? People don't like hitting that like button. It's just the way it is. Guys, hit that thumbs down button. And see, watch. The likes usually go up. If you tell people to hit the thumbs down, likes go up more. Let's see if it works that way. Uh-oh, I'm losing likes. I'm just kidding. That's not happening. 98% unknown hash rate. No, that's tricky here. Let's look at that actually. There's a big thing going on with Zealous right now. Where is mining pool stats? This right here. So there's a major, this is not, I wouldn't really go by this right here. As we can see, yes, 86.2% is unknown. But if you guys have been following, let's go to Exelis Explorer. I know, sorry for the flashbangs, guys. I didn't warn you. Let's come into here. Let's go into the blocks. Yeah, so here's a big thing that's going on Zealous right now that I'm not fully sure about how it all works, and I don't know. Only the dev really knows, and I don't think people that think they know really know, but some people do know. But as we can see, yeah, so we have a 30.34 gigahash network right now based on the pools, and the unknown is saying 219. At the same time, there's a big thing going on. There's like a battle going on between these pools and K1 and everyone. They're actually reporting wrong block heights here. So, as you guys know, originally when Viper first went live, it was good. The pool's good to go, but on mining pool stats, it was saying invalid block height. And what's going on here is they are actually, they're not actually reporting the block heights. They're reporting the topu height. And if we look here, they're two totally different things. We have a block height, which is right here, and your topo height, which I don't even know what this really means, but it is way higher than that. And this is what the pools seem to be. Is that actually what it's doing? Let me go back to that. It looks like they're actually reporting. Yeah, 204. And here we can see, yeah, 204. So they're reporting the topo height. And because of it, we were talking to the dev, and everyone's trying to figure out, because even if you're running the node, you see the hash rate spike a lot sometimes. And because this adjusts the difficulty very, very fast, like every block, the difficulty adjusts. It's 1 second difficulty adjustments. That means if 7 gigahash, at the time, that was a lot. Right now, you know, that's not as big as it was. But, you know, before we were seeing like 7 gigahash spikes. You know, a farm could turn off. But the difficulty will adjust every single block. But because of it, you get an artificial kind of like a difficulty hash rate adjustment. And that's where we're seeing these numbers right here, where in theory, we're only seeing maybe 30, 25, 30 gigahash, but the Block Explorer reports upwards to 200, 300, you know, 1 petahash for all we know at times, because it just skyrockets for that difficulty. But that's not actually the amount of hash rate that is online. Now we got mining pool stats taking in the stats of not the block height. They're actually reporting that topu height, and it's messing up all the stats and everything completely. So again, I'm not 100% sure how this is all working out, but things seem very weird right now. So it's really hard to tell, you know, is it FPGAs? Is it this or is it that? Because I do believe that unknown is part of that artificial spike there, and we don't really know how much hash is actually online right now. But again, I don't know. I don't know exactly how this whole thing works. But yeah, aka big FPGA farm test on Zealous. That could 100% be it for sure. And I know there's a lot of, I guess I can't get into the whole Bitstream private farm thing. So yeah, I will just leave it at that. There's probably a big farm out there. Blazing, I like Kaspa Pool or K1. You guys talk about Kaspa? Yeah, Kaspa. I like Kaspa Pool. I've been on it. Sucks it went down. I did go to K1 for a while, and then I am currently back on Kaspa Pool again. What do we got here? Speaking of large FPGA pool ordealios here. Sorry for the flashbang, guys. I actually want to look. Is Kyla Coin still getting smacked out by that thing? Yeah, I think it's back online. 12 terahash to 40, especially if it's all in one pool. Yeah, we can see Viper here is rocking the 12 terahash. I'm assuming that's that mining farm. What about a lithium? Does a lithium still have that farm out? Because I don't think there's too many AL boxes in the wild, so I'm assuming this is still the 461. Yeah, it's still a massive jump there. I can't really see though. But what was it? It was RXD, a lithium, as well as what's it called? Radiant, a lithium, and Kyla Coin all got smashed at the exact. Oh yeah, and here we go. It's picked up on Radiant again. So yeah, I think these are still overrun by FPGAs. Now, lithium, you know, oh, they got the AL box, Gold Shell. They didn't make that many AL boxes. Gold Shell has like 5 to sell, and that's about it. I'm just kidding. They have more, but this is still getting dominated by one massive FPGA farm like the other coins, and it's freaking crazy, absolutely crazy. And the other thing is, Bitmain has yet to announce their own lithium ASIC yet. Panda, have you caught any word from them yet? There's still no word, which means people with the AL boxes, they're still falling. You have your first ASIC here, and you're falling short thanks to a massive FPGA farm. That FPGA farm wasn't there. Those things would probably be making like $200 a day right now, but the FPGA farm is just destroying everything, including Gold Shell's ASICs, which is insane. But yeah, you know, Bitmain has not announced this. The only people, now this is getting funny here to think about it. The only people that can save a lithium from one identity, which is one FPGA farm, is Bitmain. Because, you know, we don't want Bitmain to hit ASICs on a lithium. We don't want this. We don't want that. But think about it. Bitmain is the only people that can save it. You have one entity, one farm, controlling 3 full chains. Well, Kylecoin is forking in the next week or two to CPU only on a Ghost Rider variant algorithm called Flux. But then you're going to have Radiant and then a Lithium. And it is still dominated by one entity, one farm, you know, one group of people, one CEO, whatever it is, private. Maybe it's one guy that's just a billionaire. Maybe it's Elon Musk. I have no idea. But one farm is controlling currently these 3 chains, and the only savior that you really have for decentralization, as sad as it is to say, that is Bitmain. They need to release some big bad ASIC that will obviously destroy any gold shell miner, but it'll also push out this FPGA farm, because depending on their power price, eventually they're going to have to figure something else out to mine, or they'll be running in the negative. So it's up to Bitmain to actually save a Lithium and Radiant at this point. Well, you know, we don't know about Radiant ASICs yet. I do feel eventually it will happen, but, you know, nowhere soon. But yeah, do you guys agree with that or disagree with that? Do you think actually we need Bitmain to push this FPGA farm off? Obviously, people have to buy these miners and stuff, but it's really the only thing we can actually help for decentralize a lithium at the current state that it's in, which is, you probably never really hear anyone say we need Bitmain to save us. And I never thought I'd ever say that either, but I think that's actually true. I'm really interested to see where the FPGA Kyla hash rate will go when Algo forked. See, yeah, that's another thing. They could probably, if it's the same entity, they could be slapping those back onto, they could mix it between Radiant as well as a Lithium as well. But there's another thing you got to realize, like, they have so much hash rate, and we never really had to talk about this ever in the past about so much hash rate. I know if you hit some low market coins and stuff, eventually it's all about looking at the daily emissions, actually. Let's kind of put it that way. Let's take a Lithium here for an example. We'll see the daily, oh, it doesn't have the emissions in here. There's no emissions. So we're going to have to use any other coin for an example. So let's just go to emissions here. Let's go to here. So here is the daily emissions. This means based on current price, this is how much is being paid out every day to miners. And this is what I use sometimes as well to actually calculate where to put my farm to try and stay profitable. It comes down to a couple things: emissions, how much this coin pays out, as well as network hash rate. And I'm sure these guys are probably doing the same thing, except they got like people hired to do the analytics for them. But let's just take example Ravencoin. No, actually Ravencoin has quite a bit of GPU. Let's take something smaller. I don't even know. Ergo. Okay, Ergo for an example. So say Ergo, it's paying $23,000 a day, and it has about, how much is online? 11 terahash. So say you could take over this network. Say you had 20 terahash worth of freaking hash rate to turn on. You're going to go to Ergo. Now, the maximum this coin will pay per day is $23.6 thousand. You double up the hash rate, obviously people are going to push off. But even though, say you're getting 80 to 90% of the rewards because you took over this network and people leave, there's no point putting more rigs onto this network, because then you're going to be using more power and you're still getting pretty much the same amount of rewards because you pretty much own the network. And that's what they're doing with Kyla coin and the other 2 coins right now as well, Radiant stuff. So it's going to be interesting. That might not be worth it for them to even put more of their farm on a Lithium, because they're already soaking up like 80% of it. So now they really got to figure out where to go, because, and this is what you can use for your own farm too, depending on the size and stuff, is calculate the emissions, calculate the hash rate. If you go down to a low market, this is something like a lot of people don't really look at. I think if we go down to here and we look at some of these low market, look at this, is only paid $54 a day. Ubic, Raycoin, let's go up to something like $103 a day. Aurora coin on Script, it has some hash rate and stuff on it. You're not going to be making much. But if you have the ability, depending on your power price, to push everyone else off the network, I will gladly take $103 a day, depending on the hardware that'll take to do that, or coming down to something that's only paying $84. Low market coins that nobody, is really mining, no one's paying attention, and there isn't much hash rate on it. You could push these people off the network. What's Subi coin, for example? Ghost Rider. There's 34 kilohash. I know, there's a 303 right here, depending on the rotation. The pool hash rate's 134, but someone like Weed Farm right now, he might lose money in the first day or two, but he could push everyone off because it's not profitable anymore. And then he'd soak up the entire $84 for himself, meaning he's now making $84 a day, pushing everyone off. So these are different ways you can look at where to put your mining farm and look at it. It comes down to your emissions, what the network hash rate is, how much hash rate you have, and if you can squeeze your way into it and kind of push people off. Now, obviously, most of us as home miners, we can't just push people off networks, but there are quite a few people out there. If you look at some of the different coins and smaller coins, they can make you a lot of money, even though they're a no-name trash coin that nobody cares about. It all comes down to a different type of gambling and just a different way you want to run your farm. I have no problem mining stupid trash coins all day if it's going to make me a lot of money. I don't really care about Flux, Ergo, any of these other coins everybody likes to talk about if they're not making me anything, because they're not currently. So I don't mind that crap. I mine crap and actually get paid something. So, it's just a different way to do about it. You can sell it each day. Obviously, these low coins that don't do anything, I don't expect any of them to pump or anything. So, it does make sense to try and sell them as soon as you get them, and then buy the coin that you probably like or want to like, or you hope will go up, like something like Kaspa, maybe Flux, maybe something else. And then, you might get a lot better long-term returns because of it. But, there's so many different ways to try to keep your farms in the green. Anyway, let's see what's going on, everyone. Rabid teaching evil stuff to big miners. This is just the way I look at coins. I try to do a lot of research. I try to keep my farm profitable. And that's just some of the things I do look at is, how big is this coin? How much does it pay per day? And how much hash rate is on it? And can I kind of squeeze my farm into there? Like we just saw that though. So example, we look at some low cap RX coins where there's only 200 kilohash on it. I'm getting close to 1 mega hash, so I would be able to kind of push, a couple of hundred kilohash off a network and then kind of scoop it up for myself, but only if it makes sense to do so on the 24 hours emissions that coin is actually paying, or I wouldn't, do things like that. I do play around sometimes. There were times on Yada coin where I fired up my own node and kind of took it over because I did have about 80% of the network hash rate, and I scooped up all the coins for a couple days, and then the whole mining pool stats just was solid blank because no one knew where they're going, but they were going to my node. I do that sometimes. These things are fun. Obviously, I don't even know how to 51% attack or anything. I never do that, but I think it's fun to play around and just mess with networks sometimes. Oh, crazy. Okay, I'm starting the Octa coin now. Let's see what I get. Retro Mike, Red Panda Mining, you misspelled, was that trash story? You could make up some memes with puppies and kittens to pump up any turd coin. Oh man, meme coins. I hate meme coins. Don't talk about Raven coin. It's a R coin. Raptoria. R coins. All the R coins. Compare that because Zealous truly is memory bound. Yeah, that's a big thing too. Zealous does, memory definitely helps Zealous for sure, but it also uses quite a bit of core. So it's interesting because the 4090 does do so good compared to a lot of the other GPUs that it is heavy on the core side as well. But yeah, for the FPGA thing, that's the interesting. There are new FPGAs coming out. I imagine there's going to be some new ones that are expensive that do have bigger, a lot more memory, but I don't even want to know the cost of those. Windows. What? Okay, where are we going? Did I miss a whole bunch of stuff? Any ads, tags, super chats, things like that? No one donated $100 yet. So we got 34 likes, 136 viewers. We should hit that like button, guys. Do it. Rabid, if you had 8 Flux nodes running, you would feel different. I don't have any Flux nodes running because I don't want to. I was in the, what's it called? I did use the Titan node actually. For that, but I am limited. I couldn't do a lot of these things like running a lot of these nodes because my internet bandwidth doesn't support it. So, I'm just doing what's best for my farm. Sure, if I had 8 flux nodes running and I had the internet to support even 1 flux node, I might have had it. I have enough coins to run a couple flux nodes. I just can't do it. And I did put some in a Titan node, and I didn't record the video, but I finally withdrawed it after like a year or two. I had it locked in for 1 year, and I pulled it out. And at first, I remember when I put it in there, it said it was going to make like 20%. I can't remember 20. It made me like $2 an entire year. I was like, all right, well, peace out. I pulled all my stuff out, and again, I'm waiting for altcoin season. So I'm pulling a lot of my stuff out of nodes. Anything that's locked up, some things are staying in, but I really feel at the end of this year, the first month or two of next year, you should probably start withdrawing everything. Not financial advice. Do whatever you guys want. Go with your gut. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm taking out everything I have staked. I'm not having anything locked up. I'm taking everything out of nodes. I'm putting everything in my wallets, because when something begins to take off, you're not going to have long to sell it. And if you plan on selling it this next altcoin season here, which I prefer altcoin season over bull run, because for us miners, most of us aren't mining Bitcoin, we're mining altcoins, and we don't have a bull run like Bitcoin or Ethereum did. So we're only going to have a couple months to really get rid of our bags. And if you don't have them ready to go, you may miss the boat, because, maybe you have to wait a month or two to unstake something. Maybe you got to wait a year to unstake something. Maybe you just locked up for a year and then it takes off. So knowing the cycles, understanding what's coming, and getting ready to just have stuff in your wallet, screw the extra rewards, and get ready to sell, maybe in some people's best decision. At the same time, not financial advice, not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm looking forward to doing. Anybody agree or disagree? Panda, what do you think about that? Like, seriously, like, let's look at some of the altcoin season. Okay, here's Kaspa, which started to go up again, which I want to talk about. Last night I saw it. I was like 13. I saw it went up, and it went up to almost 15 cents again. Definitely not an all-time high, where it does look like in February 19th it hit 18.3 cents. But enough about that. Let's take a look at things. Look at Raven. Look, actually, you know what? Some people may be new, some people maybe not. I repeat a lot of things quite a bit, but it all goes with the same conversation here. Let's look at Bitcoin. Holy crap, they got a lot of points on here now for this. Why do they do all this? So let's look at this right here. 2021, Bitcoin mining. And we can see, here's the bull run, guys. 2021 last cycle. Here we go, 2020, 2021 right here. So this is the end. This is where we're coming in this year. The end of this year is when we're going to see Bitcoin really start rocking, in my mind, based on cycle stuff. But look what happened. We're in 2021, and the entire year, 2021, here's 2022. Bitcoin was up the entire year, one full run. This is the bull run right here. Now we have Ethereum, where GPU mining was freaking awesome. Everyone's loving life, and nothing could go wrong until, proof of stake happened. But we're coming in here. Tons of hardware got bought. Let's rewind. And we can see here, Ethereum followed the same thing. Here's 2021 from right. Okay, I got to go back a little bit. Right in 2020 is right here. So yeah, right at the end of 2020, end of this year, 4-year cycle, same thing, it started going up. And we have a full year all the way to 2022 here of solid, profitable, awesome, amazing GPU mining to the moon. Life was looking good. Everybody's happy. A full year, a little over a year when it came to GPUs on Ethereum. Then it went to proof of stake. Now, this is what I'm talking about, altcoin season. We're not going to have a full year mining on a CPU, mining on a GPU. If you have cheap power mining Bitcoin, then, that's for that. You might have some nice ordinal pumps on super high Bitcoin blocks. Home miners, I don't think we really mine Bitcoin too much, because it just takes so much down power to mine Bitcoin. So we're mining on GPUs, CPUs, FPGAs, and we're only mining for altcoin season. Here's Ravencoin. Here's our bull runs, aka altcoin season, which is not a bull run, it's an altcoin season, which I really think as miners we need to adapt bull run versus altcoin season, because this is where we're at now. Look at Ravencoin, and the entire time, like, it does nothing, it does nothing, it does nothing. The odd ups and downs. Yes, it went up 5%. Yes, it went up 10%. Oh, it's down 10%, blah blah, whatever. The point is, one day, if you're not ready, this happens. Look at bam bam bam, all of a sudden we're at 3 cent Ravencoin. Next thing you know, we're at frickin' 20-cent Raven coin. It just skyrockets out of nowhere in how many days? So we have February 5th. This is February, which means in February of next year, Raven coin could be hitting some all-time highs. That's how soon altcoin season is coming, and it's spread out. And usually the altcoins pump before Bitcoin, and some happen after Bitcoin. Not financial advice, just what I see from past coins performances. But here we can see, you know, February 5th to February 25th. So 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to go from here to here, and then it dipped, and then, you know, it did its thing. It actually hit its all-time here 2 months later with some nice thing. But after that, it was done. It's done. It's seen some odd things when Bitcoin did it, but the all-time high is passed. It only lasted 2-3 months, over with. Sell your coins or you're waiting another 4 years. There's Ravencoin. And this is pretty much what you got to utilize for every single coin that we're mining right now. We are not going to have a bull run. We're going to have an altcoin season. And you're going to want to be ready to get your coins on on that exchange unless you plan on holding for another 4-year cycle. Let's look at another coin. Example, Flux was the one that actually pumped and hit all-time high after Bitcoin the following year. So this is where we don't know exactly when these are going to happen, but they don't last very, very long. So let's just come into here. Let's look at Flux. So this is when Bitcoin first started pumping, I believe, November. So yeah, here's November 12th. Flux did do pretty good right when Bitcoin pumped here, and middle end of November. But the actual all-time high happened in January, which is 2 months after Bitcoin peaked. So that's what happened with Flux there. And if you don't sell at one of these points, obviously you're holding the bag for another 4 years. Now, the best time to sell any type of crypto is obviously you're never going to sell at the peak. Why? Because from that point on, it's going down and nobody's buying anymore. So you're really going to want to sell in this area right here if you truly want the volume. Yeah, it might go up an extra 20% from your sell point. The point is you sold here and you're not still holding the bag way down over here. Let me just rewind this now. Point is you sold, you know, right here, and you're not holding the bag, you know, still all through all this anymore. So you got to get ready and have these things. That's why pulling out of staking, having things locked up is going to be a bad day for some people, because this is going to come and go before a blink of an eye. What do we got here? Yes, Raven to the moon. Hey, I think all these coins will do good. Another one, XMR. We talk about this a lot. XMR did the same thing. It keeps going down, keeps going up, but it keeps repeating its $400 limit. 2016, look, it was only $1, $2, $3, whatever. Went to 12, down to whatever, and then it shot up to, what is it? $458. And then guess what? It dropped down and just died again. And went from there down to $41. Hodl, hodl, hodl. But look at, they don't last very long at all. Let's just look at the last one. How long was that peak? Like a couple weeks, if anything. Here we go. So let's just see, you know, let's just start at the low point right here. That's January 21st. And here we go, actually 5th. Let's go from the rig big one right here. So February, January, February, March. Yeah, so March 3rd to May. So here we got May. Again, this is way before Bitcoin peaks as well. So we had Ravencoin all-time high around February, and now we have 2 months later, 3 months later here, XMR all-time high. We still have another 5 or 6 months to go until Bitcoin actually hits its all-time high. So we're seeing all these things happen before Bitcoin. Let's try Ergo. What's Ergo looking like for an all-time high? When did it hit? Actually, Ergo didn't even hit its previous all-time high from 2017. So that kind of sucks. So here we can go. Ergo hit $22.33 in 2017, and in 2021, it only hit $18. Now, still, that's still pretty good. That's a huge spike. I think Ergo is getting ready to send it again. You know, if it at least tops this or even doesn't, you know, even if it goes to $15 for an all-time high, that's freaking a 15, 16x, pretty much, you know, about 13x actually, if you count the cents and stuff. So it still has a chance to go 10 to 13x from where it's at right now, but it's not going to last very long. What is this? We have January, February, March, April, May, June. So July. So this was middle of summer. Ergo pumped from July to, what do we got here? July is the 7th. September. So it started pumping in July, and in September, it was a 2-month pump and then done. It just collapsed like a bridge being I don't know, like blowing up here. So we can see the way down was really fast. So it pumped for a solid 2 months, but you can see that. That's some big pumping happening. Again, that's what I'm saying. If you have a coin going and it's pumping 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, months straight, get ready to keep an eyeball on it, guys. Who knows how long it's going to pump for, but you're going to want to be ready. And then bam, you're waiting for it again. But the point is, all of these altcoins, they only last a few months and then they're done. And it happened before Bitcoin hits their all-time high, with the odd exception, some about the same time and some at the end. And that is altcoin season. That is different than a bull run. A bull run, yeah, the full year. We had a nice bull run in 2021 with GPU mining and Ethereum, but now we're just mining stupid, crappy altcoins that really aren't really going to do anything. They're going to pump and dump. We're mining pump and dump spec coins, and we're just waiting for them to pump. And next year is going to be insane because these bags are going to explode, and they're going to go down very fast. So you're going to want to be ready. I'm not going to say highly urge. What I am doing is, like I said, I'm pulling out of staking. I'm pulling out of everything. January of next year, I hope to have everything in every single one of my wallets. I don't care how much someone's going to tell me. It's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. We're going to see so many scams emerge in 2021. We're going to see so many people pumping the crap out of every single coin in existence, trying to use you as exit liquidity. Keep telling you it's going to go higher, higher, and higher. And it's different this time. It's not. It's going to pump. It's going to dump. Pick your levels, pick where you want to be, and be ready to dish out your coins. It's going to be a pretty crazy time, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, disagree, agree, let me know down, do you guys think I'm just nuts and it's a totally dumb thing to think about? Or is it different this time? I know a lot of people, they're thinking a lot of these coins are dead now. They're like, oh, that's done, that's done. We're not going to have a bull run. It's different. We don't have this, we don't have that. And the bear run, this bear market has been with people we're coming to the tail end of it. And this is where everyone's starting to finally say, okay, crypto's over. Crypto sucks. This is never going to happen again. We're getting to that point. But guess what? I really feel it's all going to happen again. We just got to wait for the altcoin season. The timing is exactly where it should be. Next year, everything's going to start pumping. And next year is the time when we're all going to be, being ready this time to ditch them coins out. But again, I could be 100% wrong. And remember, the best thing to do is mining diversity. Don't go all in on everything. That's why I like to have GPUs, CPUs, FPGAs, ASICs, everything. We don't know what coin's going to do what. You want the option and the ability to mine everything you can possibly get your hands on, because we don't know what's going to do what's going to go higher than the other, and what's going to be the biggest bang that we're all going to see. For all we know, the coin, I was going to say the coin we're going to be mining next isn't even here yet, but we're pretty much in that bull market where we're getting our yields. We got our bags packed, and then we're just going to have to wait for the next cycle, because at that point, it's going to be all over again. Look what happened. What was it, 2021, or Ethereum went to POS? What's everyone talking about? GPUs, future, it was Flux, it's Ergo, it's, I don't even know what else was out there at the time. Raven, Flux, Ergo, some other coins, I guess, ETC, but that's overrun by ASICs now. And now we're not even talking about those coins anymore. As sad it is to say, like Flux, which is a great platform, doing different things, 100%, things we always wanted platforms to do, is what are they doing different? They're doing all sorts of things, but we're not even talking about, at least I'm not, because they're not profitable to mine. Maybe other people are because they got bags of Flux and they want it to pump. But I only go to where the mining is profitable, so that's all I really talk about, is what's keeping me profitable at the time. And right now it hasn't been Flux forever. It hasn't been Ergo. It hasn't been any of these coins. We're mining, we're in the Kaspa. We're into Exelis now. We're into multiple other coins on everything else. We're seeing what's going to happen with Kyla coin once the CPU fork happens. And, we're not talking about any of those mainstream coins that we thought were to be the next go-tos in 2021. We're totally different now. And we could have a whole new cycle again following the next bear market, waiting for new coins again. It's just crazy, just the momentum, how everything changes cycle after cycle. But we'll just see what happens and play it out. It's a rough road and fun times. All right, that's my sermon. What do we got going on? This is supposed to be an AMA, and I just kind of ranted away on nothing. What are you guys doing? Did I scare everyone away? We got 132 viewers, 50 likes. Come on, let's get some more likes in here. Is X5 useless? Pricey privacy coin ASIC any better? Low-cost ASIC for profit. The X5's up in the air. I really like the X5. I was mining it. I don't have the power to run it right now, but I was rocking QRL on it for a long time, swapping that into Zeph and into other coins, and it was making $20 to $25 a day at only 1,300 watts. So it was a pretty good freaking miner. But now, you know, network hash is picking up on QRL. The price is up and down. It still cannot mine Zeph. Zeph price is way down. I still think it's going to rebound, but, you know, obviously that's hopeful thinking, not who knows if it's actually going to work or not, but it's hopeful thinking. Just getting bags ready and see what happens next year. Oh, yeah, one thing I'm interested in is Zeph is also having that hard fork to bring in more protocol changes and stuff, but they're also going to be bringing in the latest Monero changes. So, as usual, going to be testing the X5 to see if it will get Zeph support at that point, because the blob errors are, you know, has been higher, so it can't mine it. The interesting thing is when Zeph first released, before they had their reserve coins and all that stuff, the X5 wouldn't even connect to it at all. It would lock up, it would freeze, it would do all sorts of stupid, crazy stuff, and it wouldn't even connect to a stratum at all. And then when they actually did their first fork, and they added all the, you know, the reserve coins and ZUSD and whatever they did there, it actually started connecting after that fork, but it was always throwing out rejected shares. So now they're having another fork to bring on all the latest Monero change and stuff, and I'm interested. Is this going to allow it to mine this time, or is it still just going to be the same thing? Maybe it won't connect anymore, or maybe it'll just throw out blob errors and get rejected shares. So we'll just have to wait and see. Every time a change happens, you know, it may or may not work. I'm thinking altcoin season for Kaspa happened. ASIC, well, it's possible. I think it's too early for that to happen, but it's very well possible. Maybe altcoin season happened. Maybe Kaspa hit an all-time high at 18 cents already. We have no idea. We have no idea, no clue what's going to happen. You could have the best tech in the world, which a lot of people, Kaspa maxis, claim Kaspa's the best next Bitcoin. We heard that before. A lot of coins claim the next Bitcoin. But it doesn't matter, you know, if you don't get adoption in your coin and investors and stuff into it, it's not going to go anywhere. In the current state that it's going right now, it did see some big booms. Even though Bitcoin was crashing in the past, Kaspa did continue climbing and going up. And that's where it got a lot of momentum of people talking about it. But it's been pretty stale for the past few months now. Network hash rate continues to grow. Those block rewards continue to drop. Eventually, miners are going to have to, if it doesn't start seeing more price gain going up, there are going to be disgruntled miners. People are going to be pulling off their rigs because it's getting pretty close right now to where it's not even profitable to use older KS1s, KS2s, KS0s at like 11 cents per kilowatt hour, which is my power price. A KS1 or 2 is down to like $2 a day now after power. It's using 600 watts at $2 a day. I think 4 or 5 CPUs will be using the same amount of power and making more. It's getting close to where I'm going to have to start killing my Kaspa ASICs and loading up that extra power there on more CPUs or something, because that's going to make more for the power that they have. And then if I want more Kaspa, I'll just swap whatever coins I'm mining into some Kaspa, and I'll get more Kaspa than mining it directly. So there is some ifs, ands, and buts happening around Kaspa. People can pump it up, but I said I'm neutral on every coin. You know, some coins I like more than others, but when it comes to mining and stuff, I go to what's going to pay me the most amount of money per watt of power that I use, because I'm limited on my power. I don't have unlimited power to just throw on anything I want, or I would. It also comes down to your power price and stuff. So I do have to play power Tetris all the time and shut things off, turn things on, move things around, just to kind of keep my profitability maximized as much as I can. And it's getting pretty close to where I'm actually going to be pulling off my Kaspa miner soon if that price doesn't start picking up. So that's another thing we got to keep in mind. And every month it's getting worse and worse. Even if the price stays steady, the small increase in hash rate, even though the block rewards start dropping, that's dropping it each month too as well. So it definitely needs that price to start popping up. What do we got here? More Kaspa for me. Yeah, there you go, Alvadas, Chocobas. More Kaspa for you. But technically, it's more Kaspa for me as well at less power. So I'm all for it. You know, I'll mine something else that's making me more for that power, buy the Kaspa, and I'll be getting more Kaspa for the same or less amount of power used. So, you know, there's so many different ways to look at it. T-shirt ideas, mining Tetris. Yeah, power Tetris. That's a good one. Yeah, I should have one. GPUs in a Tetris thing with a power plug, X amount of power used. That'd be a good T-shirt. I don't know how to design T-shirts though, but yeah, power Tetris would probably be a sweet T-shirt. Rabid has to have his wife stop doing laundry so he can run his GPUs. Yeah, I'm gonna unplug that thing. What? Is it right time to mine Doge? You want to trade a game PC for an ASIC? Is it the right time to mine Doge? You know, yeah, right now I think Doge is prime time mining time. Hey, that's a nice little rhyme too. Prime time mining time on the Doge. Let's do this. So let's take a look. Where is my coin market cap stuff? Let's take a look at Doge. We're in prime time right now for sure. Network hash is higher than usual. Long term, I don't know. But yeah, let's look at Doge. When did Doge? Oh my gosh! Like, look at Elon Musk appears on Saturday Night Live. Boom. Oh, he appeared at the top and then it crashed. Okay. So, but how long was this pump though? So we went. Here we go. January, February, March, April. So April, 1 year from right now, could possibly be a Dogecoin all-time high. So anyway, all right, never mind. That's when it started pumping. So April 7th to 1 month. So May. April 7th to May 5th is when the all-time high is. So a couple weeks ago in 1 year, that'll happen. So this was a 1 month straight up pump. And it just skyrocketed. So like I said, you know, you're like, oh, Dogecoin's up. It's 20%, 10%. We were watching your charts here, 10%. Oh, it's up 10, it's up 10, it's up 20, it's up 50, it's up 10, it's up 20, 25, 28. It just skyrocketed. You know, get ready for that all-time high. So right now we're right here, and it did this. Will it do this again? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Elon going to do this? Who knows? Could Doge hit $1 this time? Who knows? One thing about Doge, though, is it does have meme coin potential. What is a meme coin potential? Some of the biggest rug pulling, scammiest crap you could ever think of, but they pump like crazy. Dogecoin is one of the original memes in existence. It also has a massive backing. It's also used for payments. Dogecoin is more, now after I just said all this scammy stuff, Dogecoin has more utility than also 95% of the other coins out there because people do accept Dogecoin as payments. Tesla being one of them, which is a pretty damn large company. So that right now, whether you believe it or not, or hate it or hate this idea, whoever watches this later, Dogecoin is technically more advanced than Kaspa right now because it has more utility than Kaspa. Whether you want to believe that or not, truth hurts. You can buy something you can buy a Tesla with Doge right now. Can you do that with Kaspa? No, you cannot do that with Kaspa. Who cares how fast it is if nobody's using the frickin' thing? That's kind of what it's coming down to. Kaspa might have seen its all-time high. It may never go higher. I think it will go higher. We all have hopium for altcoin season next year. But, you know, these are things we also have to keep in the back of our mind as part of our doing our own research. There's always the what if, and maybe it won't happen. And Dogecoin technically has more use case than frickin' Kaspa does right now because you can buy stuff with it. Litecoin's a major one. A lot of outlets have Litecoin as payments, and that, you know, that's a core coin. I feel Litecoin's one of the major crypto coins out there. It's definitely one that you want to have and use. You can buy from Newegg with Doge also. There you go. Newegg accepts Dogecoin for freaking computer payments. That's insane. That's, you know, there's places already. So technically, Dogecoin is more advanced than freaking Kaspa. Whether you want to believe that or not, you can take it any way you want. Use case is more than Kaspa right now. But, you know, will this happen again? Who knows? Elon could easily say something next year on Twitter when the markets are going up and this thing could hit $1. Or it might never hit that again. That's just what we don't know. But in theory, based on the cycles and how things go in altcoin season, yeah, right now is a perfect time to mine Doge because once that spike happens, you're not going to get any yields. People are going to be FOMOing into L7s. They're going to be FOMOing into every miner they can get their hands on, and the yields are going to drop like 50% or more than what you're getting right now. So say you're, you know, the mini Doge 3 right now, I think 3 plus is getting about 7 Doge a day. You know, that's $7 a day if it hits $1. That's pretty darn good at only like 250 watts, maybe 190. I can't remember what it's at on low power mode, but that's pretty darn good. Now, obviously, when the pump happens, you're probably only be getting a half a Dogecoin a day because the network hash rate's so freaking high. So that's the difference between bear market mining and bull run market mining. You could shut your entire rigs off in the bull market, and the past 3 years would probably mine 6x more. Look at Octa.Space for an example. What are we mining in Octa.Space right now? Let me bring up these here. So we got about 6 gigahash rocking Octa.Space. My rewards they're down to 9 right now. I think it was down to 7 or 8 some days. But look at 9 coins is now making $17 a day. You know, 2 months ago, I was mining 20 coins a day and making like $15 or $16 a day. 3-4 months ago, I was getting like 50 Octa a day and still making, you know, maybe $15 to $20 a day. But we can see Octa has been pumping. The yields are down quite a bit. That means right now at 9 a day, it's going to take me a full month to mine what I used to mine in just a couple days 4 months ago. That's how things change. That's why bear market yields make you your money in the bull run when things really start popping off. And that's what we're going to see on every single coin. Bull market mining, even though it looks the best per day, selling each day or something at that point, you're not getting any yields. You may as well, you could just shut your rigs off and you made probably 100x more mining the previous few months before the bull market altcoin season than the entire 1 year, whatever cycle of the entire 2025. So that's why you want to mine for them yields early when nobody cares about crypto anymore, when everyone's trash talking crypto, when everyone thinks crypto is dead and done and never going to pump again. That's when you get your yields. And then the bull run hits, everyone comes in, FOMO charged 100%, people buy ROI never miners, and now it's all over. We're going to see $10,000, $20. You know, we thought a $30,000 Kaspa miner was expensive now, which ROI'd when it first came out in, you know, a couple months, which is insane to think about. Imagine if a KS6 comes out in full cap. What if Kaspa goes to 50, 60 cents and Bitmain releases a KS6? That thing's going to be worth like $200,000. It's going to be insane. People are going to be selling KS0s for like freaking $2,000. It's going to get insane. And people haven't seen that. People haven't seen previous bear markets, and they thinking, you know, expensive miners right now is expensive. They're freaking dirt cheap compared to what they're going to be next year. It's going to be insane, guys. Next year is going to be absolutely an insane time in crypto, and the FOMO charge is going to be unbelievable. And remember, next year is not the time to buy any ASIC miner because there's going to be new models coming in again at the following bear market, and they're all going to drop like 80% in price. So it's going to be insane, but the FOMO is going to be very, very, very high. Anyway, anyone agree, disagree with anything I said there? Kaspa itself is the meme. No, wait. No, he didn't. What? With respect to RPI, he didn't understand. Oh, did he leave? Did he leave? I don't. Where's Panda? Is he gone? Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm late. Oh, hey, Viral Vault, what's going on? You're late? Oh, man. They will soon upgrade to layer 2. Who's upgrading to layer 2? Alvadas. Kaspa can have meme coin. Oh yeah, they're going to layer 2. But yeah, they're upgrading. They're going to be doing, what is it? They're going to be adding their what do they call it? KRC 20s? They're adding assets and stuff after they get the 10 blocks per second thing happening. And remember, guys, for people that don't really understand the Kaspa 10 blocks per second, let's look at the Kaspa Explorer right quick here to kind of bring this up. Let's look at the current block reward. Now, most of you guys are probably aware about this right now, but I know when they first started talking about, people were really confused. So here we go. We can see the current block reward is 110 on Kaspa. So let's say 10 block rewards released today. That does not mean that you're going to see 110 in each block reward anymore at all. So the network, the chain is still going to be every 1 second. Like when it comes to confirmations on the chain, it's not going to be 10 confirmations every second either. It's going to be 1 second confirmations, just like it is now. It's not speeding up any confirmations that's happening on Kaspa. That's not getting faster at all. The mine blocks is getting a little bit faster so they can fit some transactions in there a lot quicker. Yes, but what's going to happen here in the block reward, what you're going to do is, see, you have the 110 right now. You're going to divide that by 10. That means every block is only going to be worth 11 Kaspa, which puts 110 Kaspa every second on the blockchain still. So now, if you were hitting 1 block a day for, you know, 110, you're going to have to hit 11 blocks a day to hit that 110 Kaspa. It's just going to be dividing the amount of the block reward by the 10-second blockchain, 20-second, whatever they move it up to. 100-second could be 0.0001 Kaspa per block, but it's speeding up the blocks that are mined. But the confirmations to exchanges and to wallets will still remain 1 second confirmations, and the block rewards will still be the same block reward per second. So hopefully that kind of shed some light on, understanding. Everyone's talking about, 10 blocks per second, this is going to be insane. Miners are going to be making so much more. Everything's going to be exactly the same, other than, there's going to be 10 blocks found a second. That's it. Profitability will be the same. You might get a little better now solo mining because there's so many blocks being found. Now, instead of finding 1 block, maybe you find 8, and that puts you on par good. Or maybe you find 6, or maybe you find 11, which puts you slightly over 1 block a day. So I think solo mining on such a fast blockchain may become beneficial, obviously depending on the network hash rate and stuff still. But when it comes to the network speeding up on confirmations to the exchanges and everything, it's all exactly the same. Daily emissions exactly the same. And so, yeah, that. Neurorise, I honestly think BTC and crypto was created for reasons that we don't understand, like the rollout of CBDC. I can't see them wanting competition, especially considering they are opposites. Oh, speaking of that, did I talk about this yesterday? So did you guys hear that they voted on a CBDC because the bank wants to initiate it, and they got canceled. CBDCs got canceled from the federal bank to be issued. So it sounds like the Senate said, nope, we're not having this. See you later. So it does sound like there's no CBDCs coming. Obviously, that could just be a hiccup in the road. They tell us one thing and they do another thing. So in 2 months, okay, CBDCs are coming. But, as it stands right now, the latest releases, I think that was 2 days ago, they did release a press thing saying they are not going to be doing that. Finally, Updude just listed on Binance. What the heck is Updude? What is Updude? I don't even know what Updude is. They're hiding CBDC. They want it. Yeah, well, for sure. If you think, well, it all depends on, if you think about it, like, I guess I don't really want to get into the religious thing of things, but I don't know how many people I've never read the Bible, but I know the wife and the family and everyone, they're big into the Bible thing. So I know a lot about it, and, I follow it kind of thing. But, as it says in there, the one crypto, you ever hear it, the eye of the beast, all that stuff, the mark, whatever, one world crypto, one world coin that everyone can buy and sell, and without that mark, you will not be able to buy and sell. That's allegedly pretty much what CBDCs are leading into, which is supposed to be told for, the end times and stuff. I'm not getting into all this crazy fanatic stuff, but, that's pretty much what that whole thing could lead into. So eventually it's going to come, because in theory, it's technically been written, but you know what? We have no idea. It's all crazy stuff. Rabid is a fire. No. Don't be going that. I don't want to get too much of that because, everyone has different religions and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, based on, the Christian standpoint and stuff, that's pretty much how it's all played out anyway. Anyway, continue on. Enough about that. I honestly think, okay, we went through that. Yes, multiply by 3. What do we got here? What time is it? 12:08. We've been here for a little over an hour. You guys got any questions here? Pug is Kaspa meme. Yep, Pug is the Kaspa meme. Yo, new coin. Well, technically, it's forked. It's not actually built on Kaspa. It's forked from Kaspa, and they threw in Carlson hash. So it's a Kaspa fork, but it's a meme coin. But it's not like a meme built on Kaspa because they don't have assets or KC20 tokens yet. Is it worth it to mine Pug? Well, maybe if you got it on day one of opening, but right now it's not looking too hot. Let's just go back in the GPUs right here, 11 cents per kilowatt hour. We can see that some coins are starting. Look at Iron and Gram is coming back on top for only 24 cents. But yeah, Pug is down to 60 cents. This morning it was about $1.40 on a 4090. Now let's just, let's look at normal people power, 20 cent power for people. Pug's making 10 cents on a 4070 Ti. Let's look at a 30. Oh, hiccups. 3070. Pug's negative 10. So, depending on what your power prices are, it might be worth mining. It might not be worth mining. It's really hard to say depending where you are in power costs. On a K10, is it worth mining Pug? Probably yes, because that's an FPGA. That's better than GPUs. And yeah, they're beast modes. Let's just go there. Superscalar K10 at 11 cent power is saying $7 and $9 profit in the past. Based on 24 hours, it's almost $10. And currently right now it's at 742. for whatever the amount of power it's using. Something. Not sure. I never did get to play with the K10. I've only played with the Coal Engine P2X, which is the K10 Plus. But it's a smaller, less hash version, but it's a more efficient, quieter version with better cooling. What is with the dude up YouTube gotcha? What? YouTube gotcha? What are you talking about? What is up with up dude with YouTube gotcha? I don't even know what that is. What do you mean YouTube gotcha? What is this? Power is free. Oh, wow. If you have free power, you are freaking good. You don't have to worry about anything. You can buy anything you want. Look at free power for the Superscaler. Do they even have free power? Do I have to go to 10 cent? Free power. I guess you just look at revenue. So yeah, $12.39, $14.91 if you have free power. That's what that's currently doing. I wish free power would be nice. New coin, up dude. Oh, up dude is a new coin. Is it listed on here at all? Up dude. Okay, no, it's not there. Let's Google up dude coin. Up dude coin. Is that up dude protocol? Up dude coin? Up coin? UNICEF coin? I don't know. Up token price. UP coins. Coin up. Coinup.com. Upcoin.com. Oh, up dude. What am I doing? Oh yeah, up dude coin. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look at some other time. I have no idea what that is. What's up, dude? It's a joke. Oh, it's a what? It's a joke coin, or is it like just a joke? What's up? Gotcha. So it's not even a coin. I'm looking at make believe stuff. Order IB Link BMKS Max recently. Do you think I could still pay it off in a year with altcoin season around the corner? Well, yeah, probably. You know, most likely, depending what Kaspa pumps do, you definitely could. The other thing, I don't really do the I could sell my miner to help with the ROI thing, but when the FOMO stage hits, when this happens, that's definitely an option that you could probably either get exact full price back for your miner on top of selling your coins. You might even be able to sell your miner for more than you paid with it because all the miner prices are going to be going up as well. So I really think, yes, you definitely have a chance to make all your money back and more with that miner right now, depending on how well Kaspa does. That is still the gamble. We don't know how high Kaspa will actually do. Now, if the higher it goes, the stronger the FOMO will be. And then obviously you'll make more for your coins, and the higher people will be selling their Kaspa miners for. At the same time, some people won't be selling this because they're making so much per day. But you know, you just take that equilibrium on: do I sell my miner now? It's kind of old and outdated, or do I continue mining at the nice daily profits? You know, it's totally up to you. Did you see the WhoSat thing? The dev burned all pre-mined and deleted Discord because he fought with his what? What? I did not see anything on WhoSat. The dev burned all pre-mined and deleted Discord because he fought with his wife. Is that a thing? So he deleted the pre-mine. So what does that mean though? Like, what about everyone else? Does that mean like he deleted Discord? So obviously that's bad. But if he deleted all the pre-mine coins, wouldn't that be a good thing? Like he burnt them all, or did he dump it and become a rug pull? Like, what's going on with the price right now? Where's WhoSat? WhoSat. WhoSat. HTN. What do we got here? What's it doing? All right, so it's dumping. Hash is coming down quite a bit. Seg 002. Okay. We are holding HTN. What about you? WhoSat there is an innovative blockchain. What's the latest tweet? Notice all WhoSat. Okay, whatever. WhoSat. Okay, WhoSat. Where were you at? Oh yeah. Interesting turn of events. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I never did try that coin. That's the one where you needed like GPUs. You needed 2 GPUs per good CPU to mine it. And a lot of these coins, I can't justify pulling a GPU off something that's already profitable and then pulling my CPU off something that's profitable, and then sticking them together to mine one coin that may break even or something, or may be kind of profitable but not as profitable as the hardware mining. They're separate coins anyway. So I never did try the Husat coin myself. Forks are rug pulls. Changed my mind. That's very true, but then, you know, everything is technically a fork of Bitcoin, so I guess everything's a rug pull. I don't know. Ethereum is probably a rug pull. It's a fork of Ethereum Classic. That's the one thing I still never understood. How do you fork something and get to keep the name? Because Ethereum Classic is Ethereum. It should be still called Ethereum. Ethereum, what we know now, should be called Ethereum Classic or something, because they are the ones that forked away to do the Ethereum chain. So Ethereum Classic should be called Ethereum. I still think that's the way it should go, but I don't really know. Who's that to zero? ETC Ethereum Classic actually forked from Ethereum. ETC Ethereum Classic. Did they fork from I thought it went the other way around, but I don't know, maybe not. I have 280 hashes to 1 watt. Power is good ratio. 280 hash to 1 watt. What coin are you referring to? Teles Belinda. I don't know which coin. It depends on the coin that you're rocking on. F is communist. Yeah. Let's look it up. Wait. They have the rights to the name. They will never go after ETC. S benefits only the whales. Therefore, Rockpool. Rabid, what ASICs you have? I got... What all do I got? I got some Kaspa ASICs. So I got 1 KS1, 2 KS2s, 4 or 5 KS0s, 2 KS0 Pros, a KA box, a Mini Doge 1, Mini Doge Pro, Mini Doge 3, Mini Doge 3 Plus, CK boxes, KA box. I don't even know. I got every of those box miners, a couple of them. And then, are there any other ASICs? There's an L3 Plus there I got from Budweiser way back when. I got the X5 also. I got the X5 there. I think that's all of them. The efficiency of miner is high number, better, or lower number. When you look at the efficiency, higher the better. It depends how you calculate. Some people do it the reverse. Well, most people do it reverse of how I do it. I look at the hash rate per watt. Other people look at the watts per hash rate. They divide them differently, trying to get the joules and stuff. But I do the mega hashes, the hashes, whatever it is, per watt of power. So I take what my hash rate is and I divide it by my power to see how much it's using per watt. And that would be the higher number. Now, if you're going the other way, the power to the hash rate, then it would be the lower number would be the better number. Yeah, from what I know, ETC is the original. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, ETC is the original Ethereum. And the Ethereum that we know of now, which is proof of stake, it forked away to make its thing, but somehow it got to keep its name. And I don't understand how that worked. So I don't know. Chain got hacked, so they forked at the point of the hack revert. Now, I get all that. That's back in the DAO hack and stuff. And I don't know how much truth is to it, but there is a thing. I saw an article not too long ago. I'm not trying to spread misinformation or anything. It's an article I seen. And there's something going on, some type of conflict between the devs at the time. And there are allegations that Vitalik partly had something to do with that hack, which then created the fork. Whether that's true or not, I have zero idea. No idea. I wouldn't put it past them. But, they had one direction, they had the other. There's conflict. Okay, let's cause a hack, and now we can do this. The other thing is, it was like manipulation from day one. So once they forked, they also erased anything that happened, because that was still part of their ledger and their blockchain, is the DAO hack when they forked out into Ethereum, and that all got wiped clean state. And they removed it like it didn't even happen. So there was a lot of kind of questionable things happening right out of the starting gates there. But, whatever. The DAO was hacked. ETC was never hacked. Yeah, the DAO there. I'm not sure who the DAO was or anything, but maybe Vitalik was the DAO. and ETC was ETC, and then somehow he went in and took it over and forked it and got Ethereum. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making crap up now. Vitalik next in line for jail time. They get everyone else. Yeah, well, that was the thing too. There was those articles that he was been doing some sketchy things, and maybe he's going to be investigated. But I have no idea if there's any truth to that or not. Are you mining any CSS? No, I've never mined the consensus network at all, actually. Eth has been sketched since day one. Yeah, it's true. Technically, yeah. And then just the way they did everything, and oh, yeah. Vitalik told his miner buddies to mine ETC last year. I seen that little girl laugh he had there. It's something like, what's he doing? He's like, if you want a good chain, he's like, hey, whatever his noise he made was, and they say, you mine ETC, it's a perfectly good chain, or whatever, however he talks. Is that the same one you're talking to? About Catch a Crypto launch party is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on their Discord. Catch a Crypto launch party. Get around 200K a day on 4090. Ooh, nice. Justin Sierra, what is that on? What's that on? Oh, the consensus. Awesome. That's going down, though, in price quite a bit, though. Maybe that's why the yields are picking up. Let's see here. CSS. Consensus. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. There's no... Yeah, that's right. It's not listed yet, but yeah, the hash rate is dropping. Well, average block time 1 second. Oh, yeah, Carlson hash. Makes sense. So, yeah, your yields are definitely going to be picking up because the network hash rate, people are giving up because it's not yet listed. But, yeah, right now is the time to mine. That's another thing you got to keep in mind as well. Like, some of these coins, when they first start, people just pick up the hash rate like crazy. Look, it was never listed. The hash rate is strong. So, everyone that was mining when the hash rate was high like this, right here you can see now it's so low. You could mine probably for 5 days, and it's like a month of mining here. So all these people that have these coins isn't very many unless it was one entity that had the majority of the hash. But everyone that's mining it now, you're going to be passing these guys' bags in no time. That was early because that network hash rate dropped, and it's not listed yet. So that's the big thing right now is, sometimes it's better to wait to mine these coins than to get on them super, super early, depending on the network hash rate. But then again, most of the time they get listed quite a bit sooner, and you have an idea of how this coin's going to do. Right now, it's looking kind of rough because there's still no listing. You can't find Panda Wallet on Tangent. Anyone got a link? I think he has. It's in his Discord, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he has it in his Discord. Speaking of, yeah, I have one coming too. Rabid Tangent should be available. I don't know. He's going to look into it. He says his devs have been pretty busy, but there should be a Rabid edition releasing here very soon as well. Rabid, how much does the X5 make? I'm not sure. I haven't had it on for a month or so since I've been dealing with my power issues since Exelis came out, and I've been turning my GPUs on and stuff. I haven't been able to shuffle the X5 online yet, but we'll see what happens. I want to get that back online and do some more testing on it. I know mining pool stats definitely needs a dark mode. It blows people's eyeballs right apart. Anyway, guys, I do appreciate everyone for showing up to this live stream. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some more random live streams through the week or something if you guys enjoy them. But we're going to wrap this one up. It is Sunday. You guys go out there, enjoy the rest of your weekend before the work week starts, and I'll see you all in the next one. Rabid out.